signing the checks. But what you're not doing the front desk anymore because you just hire someone for that job. You're not doing your bookkeeping anymore, and you're not doing the cleaning only. Some owners, what they do is when they hire someone in level 4, what they do is they start saying, okay, I hired this person, he's doing a good job in bookkeeping, he's doing a good job in front desk. They stop coming to the school, and they ask the front desk person, teach the 4 o'clock class as well. Don't ever do that. It's the wrong thing to do. When you're building your permit, make sure when you hire for a position, leave him in that position and don't give him extra things. So don't give your job to your staff, because you also have a job when you hire a new person in your company. They can't do your job without sacrificing their own duties. Overloading results in failure for the business. Make sure you don't do that. And then last, it may seem like a simple point, but don't get lazy. When you hire someone, usually you say, okay, I'm glad I hired this new person. He's a great person. He can do all the job. He can also do the teaching. So now I can relax a little bit. No, you cannot relax. You just have changed your position. You're still putting 8 hours into your business, but just different things. This is what you should be doing. You must always be able to take on the position of the staff members below you. What that means is that if tomorrow somebody quits, you still have to know how to clean your school. You still have to know do the front counter position and processing a credit card. You must learn all position of your business as an owner. Okay, so if you go to level 3 here, to level 2, which is marketing and check signing only, you still have to go back and teach a class when an instructor doesn't show up or when he gets sick. You're still the cover for that individual. It's very important. Last level, check signing, is where everyone likes to be usually. And if you're trying to build a business, this is when you get to that level, is when you start thinking, okay, second location, right? How do I go now into another business and start that? Now remember, if you're on this level 1 and if something breaks down, on level 2 you still have to go back. So make sure you follow this pyramid management and try to work yourself into this system. And think about it, look at it and say, okay, where am I in my business today? If I'm teaching and I'm cleaning and doing the marketing, it's great, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm working in my business only. How am I going to get out of that? Do your first hire. Get a staff member who can help you out so he can hopefully take you in the next 6 months to the level 3. Very important. Latif, how am I doing with time? Alright. A system that works day and night with or without you is very important. Systemizing your business is going to help you to go up that pyramid. Why? Because you can't just trust people to do their job. You need to be able to create a system that they can do their job properly. Without a system, it's almost impossible to work on a business. Without a system, it's almost impossible to become $1 million martial arts school. Impossible. If today you take a business of mine, you take away all their system, all the software and the database, it would be almost impossible. We would not know how our school is doing. We do not know how to systemize people's job and simplify that. It's so important as you grow in your business, you start simplifying the tasks that people must do. Remember, I said at the beginning, the staff member can only do 50% of what you do. Okay? For them to be able to do their job properly, you have to break it into simple tasks. Step 1, step 2, step 3. And the only way you'll be able to do that is by creating a system. So you have to be able to rely on your system and not just on people. Help everyone in your company to be a decision maker based on real facts and reports and not just yourself. For example, it's the month of February, we're not getting enough students in our school. Let's go back to our reporting system. Let's go check to see why. Let's go look at the February in 2009 and see how we did. Don't do it yourself only, but allow your staff member to be able also to do that. Okay, if I go back and see February, I've done so much better last year, that means something's wrong this year. So I'm going to drill down more into information and find out why. Is it my advertising is not working? My competitors are getting more of a market share, so I have to call them and find out. Maybe my instructors are losing more students this year than last year. So you drill down into the information and allow your staff member to do that as well. With Perfect Mind now, you'll be able to do that because of its security and profile and permissions. You'll be able to really give everybody a decision-making tool that they can do things not just when you're present, but also when you're not in your school. The third thing that I have here is document everything. How do you clean? What days do you clean? What time? All the processes for your teaching. When to give the stripes? How many stripes? When do you call a student when he's not showing up? Right? Try to document everything. There are a lot of great documents and a lot of great information in our ChampionsWay library that you can have access to, and you'll be able to actually use. If you see that they don't fit you, most of them do fit most schools, but if they don't, you can always modify them and change them. But definitely document everything. Documentation is the key in growth of a martial arts business. If you want to grow a business and make sure that your business runs without you, you got to be able to document every little things. Even how to do simple, like how to do introductory lessons, right? What are the steps of introductory lessons? What to say first, what to say second? How do you close an introductory lessons, right? How do I extend someone? Try to document as much as you can. First of all, it'll make the training easier. Second of all, it automates things. It's very important. And fourth, repeat your successful efforts year after year. Don't change the strategy just because you're bored. I see a lot of school owners, they're running a great school with a great cash flow and a great profit, and they get bored. You know, they've been doing it for 5 years or 10 years and say, you know what, I'm just bored. I have to go do something else. Don't do that, right? Try to repeat your successful efforts year after year. If you see your advertising works, keep doing it. It's very important. It's jumped. So systemizing your business, it starts from really software. It goes into your documentation. Make sure you write a system for your assistant instructor training that run a successful school. Will really depends on that. You know, your bench is very important. If somebody quits, you must have somebody else who goes and teach the classes or call the students. Your bench is very important, and try to work on that. It's very important. Now it's time for question and answers. Before we go into this, I'd like to thank you all for coming, and I look forward to seeing you in the ChampionsWay in March in Anaheim in person, and we have great classes lined up for you. And also for those one of you who have not used ChampionsWay Library, please give it a try. It really helps to systemize your school. Time for question and answer. Please go ahead. Thank you. Okay, I'm still here. I'm going to provide, somebody asked just how often do I provide these webinars. I'm going to try to do it quarterly. So if you're a client, you're welcome to join. These questions are really going really fast. All right, I'll try to read them as fast as I can. So what's the great method for talking to competitors? You know, I would actually not do it myself, but I get a staff member or assistant instructor, just call them up and say, I'd like to join your school, and what are the programs that you're offering? How much does it cost? You know, try to learn how they answer the phone. See if they have the ability to actually book you in their programs. That means they're strong on their phone. And then try to find out about their pricing. How much do you pay your staff? Somebody just asked. Mark had asked that question. Well, it depends.